Hi, so this is going to be another video on mindset and how looking after your mindset and working on yourself is as important as actually the stuff that you do in business. A really good model to share with you. It's going to take 4 or 5 minutes, and look, get a pen and paper together and make some notes as we go along because it's massively important. So what we have here quite obviously is an iceberg, definitely not a tooth. And in general everyday life, what we see from ourselves is we see the results. We understand the results we get. So whether they're good, bad, indifferent, the results we get are a clear outcome from who we are and what we do. And generally when we tend to think about, well, what led to those results, we think about these kind of things. We think about the behaviours that you displayed in order to get those results. We think about the decisions you made and the actions you took. So what did you do? What were the decisions you made to make that happen? And what behaviour did you show? And that leads to the results we get. But the reality is that's only scratching the surface of what is important in terms of shaping yourself and your business moving forwards. Because it is what leads to you taking those actions. It's what leads to you making those decisions, and it's what leads to those behaviours that is most important. And that comes from what's beneath the iceberg here. So let's talk about that. So number one is skills. So very simply, if you have no skills in digital marketing within your business and you have no understanding of digital marketing strategy in your business, chances are you are not fully going to embrace digital marketing. You're not going to make really good quality decisions about digital marketing. You're not going to make take really good actions around digital marketing because you simply don't have the skills to do it. So it might be that in business, in order to help you get the best results you need to get moving forwards, you need to work on what skills do I need to get to make better decisions. Whether that's to understand marketing, whether it's systems, whether it's team management and people, whether it's recruitment, there will be skills that you don't have that if you had, you'll be much better. So let's start thinking about, on your piece of paper, what skills might you need to acquire in the next 12 months to make your business 3, 4, 5 times better. Secondly, we have our beliefs. Now this is a really interesting one. A belief is simply something that we think, and we've chosen to believe that thought is true. And people can hold very, very different beliefs. So for some people, that there is the belief that there is not enough time to achieve all the things that you want to get done. Now that's a belief that's really going to hinder you. Whereas other people will have the belief that I'm in control of my time, I can do all the things in the time I need to do to get something done, I just need to find the smartest and most efficient way of doing it. Now, if you have the belief that I don't have enough time, or there isn't enough time to make that happen, then you will simply never achieve those things because you've already told yourself it can't happen. Whereas if you develop the belief for yourself that there is enough time, I just need to control and be more effective with my time, then you can be that much more impactful in the future. So have a think about some of your beliefs at the minute. If you think about some of the things that you want to achieve in your business, what would be really good beliefs to have? So it might be that taking the digital marketing example, I believe that in my business, I can create lots more leads next year if I invest myself in digital marketing. And at the minute, you may not have that belief because you don't have the skills and you've not seen the results yet. But if you cultivate that belief, you're much more likely to persist and make that happen. Third thing here we've got is values. Now, values can feel really ingrained, but we can switch them. So in our education system, we're taught quite a few different values, and sometimes they're not necessarily helpful to where we want to be in the future. So if you start out in business, then a value of hard work and working a really hard day, and the only way to get a return in your business is by working really hard, can be a really great value to have because it gets you out of the house, it gets you doing stuff, and it enables you to get success to a certain level. And that's a value. I believe in a value of a hard day's work. But as you get further down the line in business, that can actually become a value that can really hinder you because you cannot keep growing your business simply by working more and more and more hours. Now, whether you're at £10,000 now, £100,000 now, $1 million now, or 10 million now as a business, the answer to kind of getting bigger is not simply work harder to get a better result. So we may have to change our values and what we value in order to get a better result. So a lot of trades-based businesses have this where they value being out on the tools. That's a value they hold that I don't feel like I've contributed to the team unless I've been out there doing work on the tools. Well, that value may need to shift. It may need to shift to something more along the lines of there's a value that helping and developing others and nurturing others to do that really well is going to be a more effective way to move forwards. And finally, we have identity. So we are forever thinking identity statements about ourselves. So it might be I'm bad with numbers, or I'm not a salesperson, or I'm not a great business owner, or I'm only a plumber, or whatever your identity statements may be at the moment. But the reality of achieving better results is we need to start shifting our identity first in order to make those results happen. So if you want to own a business that is doing £10 million in turnover, or £5 million in turnover, or 1 million, and wherever you are now, You may have to start identifying as a business owner rather than someone who is a plumber, for example, or an accountant. No, you're a business owner, because a business owner behaves differently. And if you identify as someone who is a business owner, you'll have a different level of thought, a different level of answers, different actions, decisions, and behaviors, because you believe you're a business owner versus just being the person who does the job. Now, there's a big part that surrounds this, and it's probably the most impactful thing, which is the environment you put yourself in. With some of our clients, we can see this really clearly. They make a breakthrough, and it's an identity breakthrough. So they've been coming into our coaching sessions in their tradesman's outfit and uniform. They're dressed as a plumber or dressed as an electrician or whatever it might be. And then one day they come to the session and they're dressed smartly, and they've come with an office file rather than their tool bag, so to speak. And you just know that they've made a shift. You know, they've changed their environment because they now identify as a business owner rather than the person who did that job. And it's a massive statement to make. And actually, by shaping your environment, you can move this stuff pretty quickly. So the people you surround yourself with, going back to the digital marketing thing, if you surround yourself with people who are good at digital marketing and understand digital marketing and have used digital marketing to grow their business, chances are that all of this stuff will start moving towards someone who is strong at digital marketing. Likewise, if you want to own a business that is, that works without you, that has a team of people who run it for you, well, chances are at the minute that you're surrounded by all your self-employed buddies and all the people who are struggling to run a team of people. So maybe you need to start putting yourself in a group where there are people who have already done it. Maybe they've already built their business that works without them. Maybe they spend half the year in Spain. And if you spend more time with them, that's probably going to start moving these things. And as a result, you'll probably start taking different stuff up here. So just in the last, take a moment now as this video finishes to reflect on, where do you want to be in the future? What results do you want to have? And if you want to have those results, what's going to have to change down here in order for you to get there? It's one of the most impactful exercises you could do for yourself. Good luck.